Here, in markets like this, is where the military government has added more pain to the lives of ordinary Myanmar people. These are secretly filmed pictures in and around the biggest city, Yangon. The prices of ordinary goods have skyrocketed since the junta suddenly announced that fuel and gas prices would go up by as much as 300%. In a slum in Yangon, you can get a glimpse of how difficult life is. The levels of poverty are as bad as in Somalia and Sudan. But Myanmar receives only a fraction of the help that other countries get. Europe and the US have placed economic sanctions on the country because of its human rights record. But some say they're on the wrong track, that the sanctions haven't made any difference because Myanmar does so much business with China, India and other Asian countries. The critics also say the sanctions have provided an excuse for the general's questionable economic policies. The higher prices are making people poorer and hungrier. Now Myanmar's in the grip of the worst civil unrest in years. Hundreds of protesters have been arrested in a series of demonstrations. We agreed not to reveal the identity of the man who's helped organize the opposition to protect his safety. He says they demand the government release the protest leaders, that prices of fuel and food be lowered and the dialogue with the pro-democracy opposition be restarted. But the military is sending civilian militia to clash with demonstrators. Even the militia are just ordinary poor civilians from the slums who get paid the equivalent of $4, a meal and a packet of cigarettes, according to another protest leader. He says people have been too tolerant up till now, but there will be an uprising soon when they can't stand it anymore. It also depends, he says, on the monks. They're revered community leaders. Small numbers, not the ones pictured here, are joining the protests. Most Myanmar people are devout Buddhists. This is Shwedagon Pagoda in the heart of Yangon. Recently, activists have held what they call prayer rallies for change here. Myanmar's generals say they'll do whatever it takes to keep the country stable, but pressure is building on them to hammer out a better future for their people.